Go ahead.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to day 3, qualifier number 3 of the WPA Players Championship. Coming to you live from Griff's Billiards here in Las Vegas. We have one heck of a match for you folks right now. Mitch Ellerman versus Jeff DeLuna. I'm joined alongside Jason Kane. How are you today, sir?
I'm good. This is the final match to qualify. This is their last match of the day. If they win this, they make the field of 64. The loser has one more chance tomorrow to qualify. Jeff DeLuna's a 7-8-8 Fargo, and Mitch Ellerman's a 7-4-7 Fargo. Jeff DeLuna won the lag. Mitch Ellerman won his last match, the previous match, in 15 minutes. He won 5-1, I think.
Wow. That's probably got to be the quickest match of the event so far. I think the fastest one we've seen on stream has been about 24 minutes. One thing we are guaranteed to see in this set is some extremely powerful breaking. Jeff DeLuna, if we can, I think our camera guy knows, when he breaks, both of his feet leave the ground 9 out of 10 times. He breaks harder than most people in the entire world.
They could call a foul on him, maybe. No foot touching the floor. Let's see how he does.
There we go. I love this angle when Jeff's breaking. Watch his feet. I mean, watch everything, but watch his feet. The back one's definitely coming up, but they both probably are. Yep.
Made a ball.
Lost the cue ball a little bit. Was a successful legal break.
Looking good here. 4-5. Only slight problem, but nothing much. He might bump into the 4 now and push it towards the hole a little bit, but he doesn't have to.
Yeah, I was just saying he could elect to nudge the 5 or the 4 and
Yeah, or touch a
try
5
to create
slightly,
something, but actually kind of, if you can, I kind of like running it into the 4 more, but that's a little bit tougher. Did very well.
Yeah, either way, he just moved him. Now he's made it much easier. He knew he was going to get on the 2 ball there, so he thought he might as well give that a go. He had the insurance 2 ball. Jeff DeLuna, this is the 3rd day. He has made the final match to qualify each day and lost each day. So let's see if he can get it done today. Ben, you know Mitch Ellerman quite well as opponent.
I do. I've known Mitch for about 20 years, 19, 20 years now. We grew up youngsters together. Used to live next door to each other. We've done some traveling together. Played on numerous teams and leagues together.
Who do you want to win this match? I just think it's going to be a very good match, though.
Yeah, I just want a good match. Obviously, you know, they both players are amazing players. Both deserve to be where they are right now. Mitch being as close of a friend of mine as he is, naturally I'm pulling for him a little bit, but I'm not going to show any favoritism in any fashion.
I had one of the spectators who were listening on a stream earlier saying that yesterday when I was commentating on the ladies' match, they said, I wonder who you wanted to win that match.
She pulled it off at the end.
Yes, she did.
That was against Konrad Pekarsky.
Oh, yes, it was that match, yes. Vang.
She won it with a 3-9 carom.
Putting the extension on here, DeLuna. He's stretching quite a lot, even with the extension.
at that back leg almost wrapped around his body.
Bustamante leg.
Yes, sir. Very Bustamante-ish. I think he landed about perfect. Looks like he's dead straight. He can just park the cue ball right there. Tic-tac-toe from here. Nicely done. Get a good look at these new Cyclop Hyperion balls. Pretty cool looking 9-ball right there. And Jeff DeLuna handles his business. Takes the first rack 1-0 over Mitch Ellerman.
I like the way he took a little extra time on a fairly easy out, but he made sure he got out there.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to be the bridesmaid three days in a row. You got right-handed power versus left-handed power.
I think they're both left-handers.
Yeah, you're right, I'm sorry. One's breaking from the right side of the table. I didn't get a chance to correct myself in time. I apologize. I got a right side breaker and a left side breaker. My apologies, folks.
Wow, there's a lot of problems here. Mitch came up empty. That's not going to get it done. But still, look at these 5-7, 4-6 tied up.
Yeah, there's a couple of problem situations out there.
It's a nice shot.
2 for 1.
Tell you what, if that 4-6, yeah, I know it's off angle, it might go. He could get an angle in his 3-ball to go into the 7-5 and play position for that combo. Or not. He's looking. What, the 9? Cue ball into the 9? Could be a little cheeky.
Wow. What a shot.
Oh, play position for the safety here. Unless you can break it up, break it open. What do you think, Ben? Does he have anything to open it up?
I don't think he. I like your first
The safety,
option.
yeah. That's what I was.
Play position for the safe here.
Oh, he didn't want to be at that angle. He's okay though. Spin it behind, I think.
He could spin it or he could thin it and use the 6 too. I think he really wants to keep. Yeah.
Oh no, Mitch. Didn't take enough time on that one to make sure.
That was very well struck. My goodness.
Mitch
Wow.
got out of line on that 3-ball. Then he got excellent position on the 4, but he didn't make sure he was on the bottom rail to attack at a good angle of safety. And that caused the mistake. Playing on the Andy 988 cloth diamond table. Ben mentioned the lovely Cyclop Hyperion balls with master chalk as well being used in this WPA World Pool Billiard Association tournament produced by CSI. Wow, look at that shot. Watch out, side pocket. Nice, perfect.
Jeff is really showing off his stroke right now, isn't he? That's 2 incredible draw shots in the last moment or so. Punishes Mitch for that miss and takes a 2-0 lead, and will be breaking in rack number 3. So the winner of this match gets themselves into stage 2 of the WPA Players Championship, which will be starting on Tuesday. This event here, hosted at Griff's, I should say, here in beautiful Las Vegas. Sponsored by Master Billiard Chalk, Cyclop Pool Balls, Andy Billiard Cloth, Predator Cues, How Tips, CueSports International, and of course the WPA. And how could I forget the Rio Hotel and Casino? Awesome sponsors and awesome supporters of our events. We've got some events upcoming that we will touch on later in this match that will be hosted at the Rio a little bit later this year. But for now, we will see Jeff the Bull DeLuna take apart rack number 3. That's a great look at the new cue ball. Watch it disappear. See ya.
Wow.
He killed that break, but absolutely lost the cue ball.
Yes, he did.
And looks like he's been punished for it. The 1 ball's not in a favorable position, and the cue ball appears to be snuggled up a little bit behind the 7 ball here.
Could push out just a touch to the right-hand side and left a very thin 1. Thin right-hand edge of the 1, just leave a hair, like there, exactly there.
That's a good call, Mr. King.
Oh, you actually can see the edge of the 1 already.
That's excellent camera work right there. Yeah, from our last vantage point, it looked like the 7 might have had him hampered a little bit.
I still think he's looking for the push out, though. We're not sure what system he's using, what he's thinking. We will find out. 7-9 tied up a little bit, but a 7 goes in a corner pocket. He is pushing out. A little speedy. Mitch taking it on.
I think Mitch may try to use the 3 for cover here. Oh, he played the 4-rail safe back down. I like that. I thought the 8 might have been in the way for that shot.
1 might have come out, though. I'm not sure. No, DeLuna's looking like he's hooked. His body language. Definitely now.
Looks like the guy hits the gym once in a while.
Well, when you watch him when he's down, his cheek, his arm, touching, squeezed. His arms are so big, he squeezes against his cheek. You have a look in a minute. Every shot, he's squeezing. His arms are too big to play pool almost. His chest and his arms.
Jeff really taking his time before he pulls the trigger here. Can't say that I blame him.
So obviously, it's easy to hit the 1. He's just thinking, where can I leave Mitch safe? Look at this shot. Too hard? A bit too hard.
Mitch got a little bit of studying to do. I don't believe the 1 passes the 2 clean into the side. I think the 2's in the way for a cross bank. So we're going to see Mitch ducking here.
It's not the best to save. Oh, he's got it then. No,
Did
he's
so
got it.
pretty well.
Yeah.
I think we may see Jeff go back over for a jump cue here momentarily. Again, studying things. Yep, he's walking over for his jump cue.
We have 4 matches total going on now, and we're going to have 4 more qualifiers after tonight.
Shaft looks blue, doesn't it?
I think it is blue. Made a good hit, but he's left it. Big chance for Mitch here.
So obviously we've got Mitch and Jeff DeLuna playing in front of us. Off screen, we've got Omar Al-Shaheen and Donnie Branson playing.
No, Donnie lost. Oh, to Tyler. Last match.
Oh, the bracket is...
That's a mistake, is it? Yeah, he lost. I was watching. He lost 5-3 to Tyler Steyer, and Tyler's playing Omar.
Thank you for correcting that. I was just looking at the online bracket.
Oh, someone should...
So we will get that addressed. Thank you. So we've got Omar and Tyler Steyer facing off. We've got Jeffrey Ignacio versus Mark Vidal. And we've got Nick Malai versus Cheng-Chi Liu.
Wow, all 4 of these matches are excellent matches.
Yes, they are. It's unfortunate that all 8 of them can't get brought over into the finals, but 4 of them will have an opportunity tomorrow.
And the only good news there is the other 4 monsters, they won't have to face again. In the qualifier, at least. Nice out by Mitch here. Slow down.
Nice run out there from Mitch Ellerman. Gets the slide a beat over. Jeff DeLuna still leading 2-1. Mitch will be breaking off here in rack number 4. We do have, this is a standard rack format, meaning the 1 is being racked on the spot, the 9 is in the middle, the rest of the balls do not matter. There's a 3-point rule on the break, so you must pocket 3 balls or have 3 balls cross the head string or any combination of the 2. And the 3 foul rule is also in effect. If a player should foul 3 consecutive times in one rack, they lose that rack. Another powerful break. I don't hear anything falling.
No, this is
Another dry break from Mitch.
wide open. If 1 ball's most likely the only tough shot, and it's not that tough for a player of DeLuna's standard. Wow, he ducked.
He opted for the save.
Wow,
And
he ducked straight into the pocket.
what just happened?
Would you Adam and Eve it, as they say in England?
It's a new one for us here in the States.
Well, there might be one old boy watching at, what time is it in England, like 4 in the morning? Wow, that was a huge mistake.
Yes, it was.
Hitting it way too full. And he could have made that ball. I mean, a tough shot, but...
That's a golden opportunity for Mitch here. He gets a reprieve from his dry break. Big mistake from Jeff DeLuna. Big opportunity for Mr. Ellerman. Let's see if he can capitalize. He's going to be running into the 5 here, which in the long run will likely help him getting it off the rail.
I tell you what, that could be the shot that will haunt DeLuna if he ends up losing this match. That decision more than anything.
Yeah, I'm very surprised to see him, A, try to duck there, and B, track the cue ball straight into the hole. With a player of his caliber and with as aggressive as he normally plays, I fully expected him to try to pocket that in the upper right. He saw something different. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him.
Is this short? Or is it? Perfect.
Just like that, we're tied up at 2 apiece. Jeff DeLuna will have the break in rack number 5.
Mitch Ellerman, 2018, finished 3rd in the US Open 10 ball.
He also finished 3rd at the Andy Mercer Memorial event last month here in Las Vegas.
That's a 9 ball, 7-foot bar table event. That Vilmos Folds won.
Yeah, Vilmos won. Shane Van Boning took 2nd. Mitch took 3rd.
We'll see if DeLuna can shake off that big mistake he made in the last game. Can't even see his face, his arms, they're so big.
Controls the cue ball a little bit better there. It's got a lot of spin on it, but he was able to keep
Look at
it
this, look at
center
this.
table.
Wow.
Makes 2 balls on the break. It looks as though the 2 will go between the 4 and the 9, and if it does, this could be a quick rack.
Must be close, he's eyeing it both ways.
Boy, that is tough to tell, isn't it?
Tough to tell, yeah.
If it doesn't go, he can roll the 2 between the 4 and the 9 into the rail and essentially freeze the cue ball to the back of the 4.
Oh, that,
Similar to that. Not quite exactly how I had it.
he's laughing because he knows he hit a poor shot. I mean, obviously he's hooked Mitch, but...
Yeah, he got the safety, but he knows he could have made it a much tighter safety. I think that's what that little smirk was for as he was walking away from the table.
So back-to-back safety mistakes by DeLuna.
This one at least wasn't a sellout.
Yes.
Roy's basement is in the house. And this is such a cool event.
Wow. Luck something in. 2 might go safe. Can see the edge.
He's left-handed, so it's on his good side. It's a little tougher for a right-handed person to, or a right-handed player to try and attack here. Mitch isn't going to be too thrilled with that, but he's not going to be too upset either. He's left a little bit of paint for the edge of the 2 ball to be struck. He hasn't left anything for DeLuna to be aggressive with. That was very well judged.
He was anxiously looking there. Thought he might have hit it a little short.
In the cue ball, or thinned the 2 ball and took the cue ball 4 rails around and hit it behind the 4.
Is Mitch going for the jump cue here?
Yes, he is.
I can picture this getting fired in. Got to keep the cue ball on the table.
Well, last time I said it, I was proven wrong, but I'm going to say it again. I think he's better than 50-50 to pocket this. Mitch is very, very good with the jump cue.
Made it.
Not quite the way I thought it would go down, but counts.
Yeah, I think he put his hand up to kind of apologize.
So Mitch has had 2 good breaks in this rack. He fluked in the 6 in the side pocket. 4 balls away from taking his first lead of the match. It's like commentator cursed him.
Wow.
It's like clockwork. Should have just kept my mouth shut.
Big mistake, obviously. Unexpected. A little short here. Well, they're feeling it. They're feeling the heat.
I think we're going to see a big stroke here from DeLuna.
Could over hit this and go in the corner. The opposite corner. Like that. Boom. No, he hit it perfect. Nice shot.
Lovely shot.
So Mitch punished Jeff for his mistake in the last rack, and it appears as though Jeff is going to punish Mitch for his mistake in this rack. Nice out by Mr. DeLuna. It'll be Mitch's break. Mitch is trailing by a score of 3-2. While he's racking these balls, we'll give a quick shout out and thank you to some of our sponsors. We're coming to you live from Griff's Billiards here in Las Vegas. That beautiful green cloth you see on that beautiful diamond 9-foot table, that's that Andy 988 billiard cloth. This event is produced by CSI and brought to you by the WPA. We are using the new Cyclop Hyperion pool balls, Master Chalk, and Predator Cues are also official sponsors. Thank you all for your support. Excellent break by Mitch. He wants the one to hang up.
He made the wing ball that time. 2-9 with safety, backdoor safety options, two-way. Safety behind a 3 ball with a cue ball. He's got to go for it. Missed it. Cue ball. Does it get safe behind all those balls? Should do. There's a shot to nothing there. Might as well go for that.
Good two-way shot there. He had an attempt at the...
I would have taken a little bit more time to line it up, but that's how he plays anyway.
Yeah, Mitch is a very fast-paced player. It's always been that way.
I don't know him that well, but he seems like a super nice guy as well.
He is. He is extremely nice.
He's always very pleasant to everyone. Wow, that's a good shot he played. Oh, he's gone in off.
Gosh.
But that's what he played, the thin to kick up table. Wow.
From that angle, I mean, look at that. Basically scratched in the side from where the 2-ball is right now, essentially. That's crazy.
At full speed.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not going in there, Mitch.
Wow. Is there a magnet?
He almost left his magnet in there.
Fully expect to see Vilmos in perfect form tomorrow. I know you can't see it, folks, but we do have quite a crowd around this feature table, and for good cause. Many are supporting their local hero, Mitch Ellerman. Many supporting their idol, somebody they look up to, Jeff DeLuna. Been around the game for quite some time.
You're going to hear the applause if Mitch can make these 2 balls.
I wasn't going to say anything until the rack was over. I feel like I got him last rack. We are tied up at 3
timeout
apiece.
DeLuna's asking for.
Jeff DeLuna wants to take a moment, wash his hands, wash his face. I like what Mitch is doing here. A lot of players would just take a break and step off to the side. He's going to hit a few balls. Ladies and gentlemen, July 17th through the 27th, as we were just talking about a moment ago, we have the BCAPL World Championships. at the Rio Hotel and Casino here in beautiful Las Vegas. That will be running right alongside the USAPL National Championships. Same dates, same location. For more information on this event, check out playbca.com or playcsipool.com/events for information on all upcoming tournaments and leagues.
I may be playing in that BCA Pool League Championship, not sure yet, in the Nationals. Might put a team together.
Better decide quick, pal.
Is it deadline soon?
Well, no,
Mostly,
well,
we'll
I'm
see.
not sure what the deadline is on it. You got till July, I guess. You got a couple of months to get it figured out.
The Fargo Bandits, I think we'll call our team.
I like it.
No, my Fargo's too high. It's hard to put myself on a team now. We will see. Seeing if any other matches are finished. If we can, I'm not sure if we. Mark Liddell looks like he's finished.
Folks, during the BCAPL World Championships and the USAPL National Championships, we're also going to have the Predator World 10-Ball Championships. That will be July 22nd through the 26th, also at the Rio Hotel and Casino. That event will be played on 9-foot diamond tables, and there's $100,000 added to that payout.
Oh, wow.
Check out world10ball.com for more information on that event.
And we have, we were saying earlier, we have a qualifier for that tournament, don't we?
We do, yes.
I think it's April 26th or 27th here. $35 to enter.
Correct. Yeah, I know it's a $35 entry fee. I want to just double check the date. I don't want to give any false information. Here we are. We've got it on screen. Thank you, Vincent. April 27th, right here at Griff's. We've got a 9-ball qualifier, or excuse me, a 10-ball qualifier event. It's only $35 to enter that.
Would you think, Ben, you might play in that one?
I will have to check my schedule. I think I've got some other commentary things going on, or behind the scenes type stuff. I haven't been playing nearly as much as I have in years past. I've kind of pulled myself away from the playing aspect of it and kind of tried to go behind the scenes a little.
Like a Carl Boyes,
a little bit.
A pundit.
I just don't have nearly the resume Carl has, but not many of us do.
Here's DeLuna back from the timeout. Oh yes, Mitch is just sitting there waiting, so we're about to start again.
So Jeff went to go hit the reset button, possibly use the restroom, wash his face, wash his hands, shake out a few jitters maybe. We were tied up at 3 apiece, racing to 5. So every rack going forward is extremely important. Winner of this rack will be on the hill.
If it does go hill-hill, by winning the lag, Jeff DeLuno will have the advantage. Showing you again, once again, how important the lag is in this alternate break race to 5 format, like the Mosconi Cup style.
It's brutal, but it's awesome at the same time.
Oh, I love it. I think Jeff DeLuna's taken the most time to make sure they're perfect out of any TV match we've seen, which is good.
It's good, and it says something about him and his break style. He breaks, like I've said a few times now, harder than most people in the world. He's in the top 2 or 3% in the world as far as speed is concerned. When you're breaking at 30+ miles an hour, and those balls aren't frozen, it is so easy to launch a cue ball or an object ball off the table, even on a square hit, even if he hits the one square in the face. If those balls aren't frozen, there is a higher risk factor of losing a ball off the table. He understands that, so he makes sure those balls are all frozen before he breaks.
Made a ball.
He absolutely murdered that rack.
Not going to have much of a shot here.
Did control the cue ball pretty nicely, but the 2-ball and the cue ball are at opposing ends of the table. So there will be a safety plate here, I imagine. It's too risky of a cut to play it to the lower left.
It's Not an obvious safety. I don't see a super obvious safety at the moment. I mean, it's mediocre safety. I don't see an excellent one. And that's why he's taking so much time as well, I think.
From his perspective, I like thinning the right side.
I think he's playing a 2 safe. And the cue ball down here. Yeah, he tried to play the 2 where he was pointing. And that's kind of what he was doing, playing a 2 up there.
Good result there for Mr. DeLuna.
Yeah, got a couple of bounces. Mitch might be able to thin the left-hand side, super thin. Oh, no, I don't know. Maybe not. He's looking at this angle. We can't tell.
I wonder if he was looking at the 9-3. Like if he was just to bump the backside of the 9 with the 3 go in the side. I don't think that's what he was looking at. But
this one is a bit too tough to get. Oh, that's an excellent angle.
you see, he can't see the whole ball.
Yep. Well, that shot I was saying earlier is hit it super thin. Send the cue ball back down here.
He looked at that 9 again.
What is he doing? What? Oh, he's kicking 2 rails? Is that what he's thinking? Yeah. Yeah, he's kicking 2 rails behind it. That's what he was looking at from that angle. Well, I don't think we're going to guess here. We just let him shoot and find out.
This is the most time we've seen Mitch take. And for good reason.
He is going 2 rails behind, I think.
Just got to be careful of that scratch.
Look at this shot. Wow. Beautiful.
That was lovely.
Beautiful shot. That 3-9. I'm leaning over to see the monitor again. Ben loves it when I do that. I'm not sure if it's on later. Well, DeLuna has to hit this too.
Yeah, DeLuna's in a really bad spot right now.
I mean, he's trying to hit it, obviously, and hit the edge of the 2, send a 2 down table, the cue ball back behind a 3-9. I think that's what he's going to try and do. Well, he made a hit.
And he almost fluked the 6. But he's blocked the 3-9 combo.
Yes.
This rack just keeps getting more and more interesting. Let's see what...
Hey, that 9 might go off the back. Might make it a big pocket for the 9 now.
Could, yeah. Let's see what Mitch can manufacture here.
Yeah, that might have made a big pocket
I
for
think
him.
he's going for your shot. He's drawing out where he wants the cue ball to land. I think he wants it. Oh, no,
so
he's
that
drawing out
that
the
was
path
never
of the
on,
3
yeah.
ball.
So the 9 was never on. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. I mean, he's got a shot at this.
That could have ended up a whole lot worse than it did.
Yeah.
What an awesome view right there. Mitch was able to just nip the side of that 3 ball and pocket it. I wonder if he comes to the short side, and he did. Wow, he put a great stroke on that ball.
That was a nice shot.
Wow. It's fun watching these guys hit some of these crazy, amazing shots that they do. It's one thing to do it at your local club or pool room, you know, for fun, when you've got unlimited attempts. It's another thing to do it in an event like this, and you've got 1 attempt. And a crowd watching, and spectators, commentators. It's awesome when these guys are able to put it all together, put on a show for us. Mitch gets to the hill. Takes a 4-3 lead over Jeff DeLuna, and Mitch will be breaking.
Wow. Can this happen to DeLuna again? To lose just when he can see the finishing line in sight. He will be sick.
Well, Jeff knows what he needs to do.
Get a shot.
He has to win these next 2 racks.
Mitch does not want to let him back to the table.
And I promise you he does not.
Like to see Mitch taking time here as well. Don't settle for it, Mitch.
I didn't like that.
Yeah.
That look of acceptance.
See, Jeff would have kept going. He would have made sure, taken another minute.
I wonder if Mitch changes his break spot. He's had 2 or 3 dry breaks now. He's sticking with that same spot.
2 balls out the back. It looks off angle, this rack, actually, if you look at the line.
It does look
Tilted.
a little bit tilted.
And
it might have cost him because the 8 went below that corner ball went below the pocket.
yeah, I didn't like the way he didn't take his time there. That little shake of the head. But
It's all right though. Meanwhile, dry break. Jeff DeLuna has a little quandary to figure out here. You know, that break happened so quickly. I didn't see 3 object balls cross the head string, and you would think at that speed that 3 did.
yeah, I wasn't paying
Tough
attention
thing.
either.
It's tough to keep an eye on that, especially at such fast speeds. So Jeff again in kind of a bad spot. He can push out here. But where do you push to?
He just said push, I think.
If he pushes this cue ball within, okay, I was gonna say within 2 or 3 inches of where it is right now, and I'm Mitch, I'm giving it back. If he pushed it, if there's a window now,
There's a window.
then
yeah.
I'm not giving it back. But and the reason I say that was because Jeff didn't take that shot on to begin with. So if he's only moving the cue ball an inch or 2, that tells me he didn't like the shot to begin with. So I'm gonna give it back to him and make him figure it out. He was smart. He pushed for that little window, but knew he wasn't selling out entirely.
Jumped up.
Yes, he did.
First time we've seen him. The nerves, you see. Well, it makes you do funny things. He's been so solid, his form and everything, and now he's steering and jumping.
Mitch can play an aggressive 2-way shot here. He could bank the 1 down toward the corner, down toward the 9, and still snug the cue ball behind the 2. Like that.
Oh,
Just
that's
like
a match.
That. Just like that.
Wow, the local boy comes good. DeLuna is gonna be sick. So that's the last match for today.
That is our last match for today. Mitch Ellerman takes down Jeff DeLuna by a score of 5-3. Mitch has earned Mitch has earned himself a spot into the final 16 qualifiers. Jeff DeLuna is going to have one more attempt tomorrow to come back and try it again. My name is Ben Sutherland. I've been joined by Carl Boyce and the amazing Mr. Jason Kane.
And we'll be back tomorrow at noon for the next match.
We'll be back at noon Pacific. Thank you guys and have a lovely evening.